Come on. Shit. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to Kickback with Cookie. How's everybody doing? Um, yeah, because I wasn't talking. I was trying to figure out. I have a couple problems over here. I hate distractions. I really do, because I need to focus on what I'm doing. So there is an issue with the website. So I don't know if I can even fix that now. But thanks to distractions. But how is everyone doing? I have a special show for you guys today. First, I would like to play a song that was gifted to me by Radio MGA, who's like my big brother. And I am going to play that for you, and not all of it because it's kind of a long song. I think he intended for it to be an intro, but it's too long. So I'm going to play that for a second, and then we're going to get into the show.
You want polish? Now we raw with the sound. Lux Radio live, straight up from the ground. Cookie got heat, and the mic stay loud. We don't follow trends, we move the crowd.
You want polish? Now we raw with the sound. Lux Radio live, straight up from the ground. Cookie got heat, and the mic stay loud. We don't follow trends, we move the crowd.
Yeah. Tuesday night, it's a vibe, not a show. Lux Radio hit different, let the real ones know. We don't do scripts, we don't do fake. We spit truth with a beat that'll make the block shake. Yeah, Cookie on deck, voice cut like a blade. She talk legacy, hustle and moves that she made. This ain't if and fluff, this is street fed flame. Where the mic got memory and the voice got name. We built this from flies and late night grind. From TikTok live to the radio line. Looks radio ain't clean, looks radio ain't tame. Looks radio is the echo of a bold ass name. We came from the curb, now we speak to the globe. Cookies might got power, it ain't just for show. She talk for the queens who built from scratch. For the ones who hustle and never look back. Lux Radio ain't just a vibe, it's a stance. It's the sound of the block when it finally gets a chance. We don't chase clout, we chase truth. We rep the grown folks in the wild youth.
The grown folks and the wild youth. Ain't that appropriate? So it's a new week. It's a new day. Things have happened. I think people be thinking that I'm stronger than what I really am sometimes. So you guys know that I lost my mother, and I did not dedicate the show to her like I said I was going to do last Tuesday because I was in a hurry. My guest did not show up, and I ended up going out because some people did care about how I was feeling last week. So I was with friends and I went out to a show. So I did not get to do my little dedication to my mother, and I'm going to do that now. So my mom was the most important person to me in the world besides my son, my brother, and my niece. So I just wanted to shout her out and honor her name today because she is who made me who I am. So again, welcome to Kickback with Cookie. Let me see who I have in here. Bless up, Badu. Thank you, sis, for letting me know you can hear me. Who is that? Oh, hey, bro. Hey, sis. So thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. I literally had to go on some of my friends on Facebook. So I hope they saw it and they're here because I'm tired of supporting people and people don't support. And that's just the real of it. I have like a handful of people that actually are supportive to me all the time. So I just wanted to, where did he go? is Lil Bobby? Trey, what Trey is that? Trey Wilson. Who is Lil Bobby? Y'all be tripping for real. Hey Badu Boo, how are you? So you guys know I have a special show for you guys, and hopefully Badu will be on here soon too. Today, I swear, I thought that I interviewed King ToeB before. I've known him for so long. He's an awesome artist, and I swear I really thought that I had interviewed him before, and he was like, "No." So I was like, "Oh my god!" So bless up, Shanae. Shanae says she is here for King ToeB. Oh, King ToeB got his whole crew in here. Bless up, you guys. So, what I guess without further ado, let me bring King ToeB in, and I'll have a little session where I have I swear I have a little session. I forgot to turn my my ringer off, y'all. Have a little session where I have I have some announcements to make. So we're gonna bring King ToeB on the stage while his people are in here. Hey sis, thank you. Where's little Bobby? Hey boo. Hi. You didn't put your name in the thing, King ToeB. Maybe you did. Maybe it's just not showing because I have this on the screen.
Well, go on now.
Nothing. Can you hear me good?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, cool. How are you today?
You know, so I'm good doing my day. I just a burn a fire with my people.
Okay, so we got us a little crowd in here, and I'm pretty sure it's people on Instagram. I can't ever see them. Jimmy Three Sides and Guapo are watching from Instagram. Shout out to my bad artist Jimmy Three Sides, you one bad Ute on TikTok, and Guapo is always supportive. So I appreciate you tuning in, boo. I really do. My brother Dollar Coin, everybody that's in the chat, I appreciate you guys for being here. So we're going to get into this interview with King ToeB. As I said, I've known him for a long time, and I honestly thought that I had interviewed him before. So welcome in, and please tell everybody who you are and where you're from.
Yeah, you don't know. King ToeB originate from St. Mary, Petersfield, is what I say.
Okay. Bless up, Gabby Mo. As I tell people all the time, I think everybody knows that Gabby Mo is my day one. He's who made me, or I didn't think that I was a manager, but I became a manager because of him. So bless up, Gabby Mo, in the comments. He's always so supportive. I love him to death. I really do. Thanks, Gab, for being here. I know you have a show and you probably need to be getting there right now. Okay. Anyways, love you though. Love you. Bye. Um, Unless you can watch while you're there, then by all means, show the world. Show the 4 people that's in there right now. I'm just kidding. I know you guys haven't started yet, so I really wish I could be there, to be honest with you. Thank you, Mel B. All right, so you're from Jamaica, and when did you actually how did you get started in music?
Started in music, first off in church by playing drum. You know, that's a part of music, right? You know what I mean? And then leaving school and, you know, being in school knocking decks too. After leaving school, we've been messing around studios and stuff, you know, because I've been around a lot of people who's been doing music, you know what I mean? So being a part of the music in drum, I feel like I would just take it like lyrically,
Okay.
you know what I mean? So yeah, that's all I motivate myself by being around other artists, you know what I mean?
Okay. Did you have one person in particular that influenced you or had some motivated you to do music?
Well, at one point, yeah, at one point, you know, as I said, I've been around artists, not one, nor two or three, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, yeah, artists, yeah, we have artists who motivate me towards music because as me say, we did just round people and watch them do their music and like it, gravitate to it. But you know, one artist where take me serious, like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been motivated by artists.
So when did you so how old were you when you started doing music?
Start doing music by the age of, let's say, it's 18, because I was in a team before by the name of Shifters. That's in Hanover. You know what I mean? So we record music but never mix or master. You know, we were just messing with music, as I said. So from those time I've been trying to record good songs, and you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Um, and when you got into music, what was your what was your first song that you ever like did and put in rotation? What's the name of it and when did you do it?
Uh to be honest, we have a lot of songs, but the first song I have ever put together is a song called Money Plan, which is on Rifle Rhythm. You know what I mean? That's the first song I have ever put together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And so have you you released anything like new and lately? What is your latest song that you released? Let's put it that way.
Uh the latest song that I have released is Darkness the Years.
Okay. I actually think I used that on the promo, so I wasn't sure which one was your latest, but just so you
Yeah.
guys know in the comments, if you don't know King ToeB has music that is in distribution, so you can go to any platform and find it. And I'm sorry, y'all, I spilled something, but you can go to any platform and download his music. And I do encourage everyone to support the artists that I have on here because I only have a show on this radio station because I'm trying to give artists a platform. And I don't just interview artists, any artists. I interview ones that I think should be in the spotlight. And that includes, you know, from people just starting out and are just good. And some artists are new to this and they're better than some of the mainstream artists. I'm going to say it because I just say what I feel anyway. So and I've interviewed celebrity people like I Octane. I've interviewed Cheryl Underwood. I've interviewed a few celebrities. I just feel like I have this to be a platform for artists that I think need the spotlight because they should be already blown up, if that makes sense. I know a lot of artists like that. I help a lot of artists like that. And I really actually just have this radio show because of that reason too. So King ToeB is a great artist and supportive friend of J.A.B Entertainment. He absolutely is. Like I said, I've known King ToeB for a while. And I just was in casual conversation on a live one day and was like, I had you on my show, right? He was like, no. I was like, God damn it. But I honestly did
Yeah.
think that I had you on my show because you were a great artist. And I think what maybe it was because I was playing your music on something or something one day. I think I was playing your music and I've always
Yeah.
supported you. So I'm sorry it took this long, but you're here now, and we're going to uncover some things about King ToeB. So,
You know?
you are originally from St. Mary?
Yeah, originate, Saint Mary.
Okay. All right. And so, how would you describe your how would you describe your creative process? Like how do you put together a song piece by piece? So like do you get the rhythm and then try to write to the rhythm, or do you write and then just find a rhythm you think is going to fit what you've written?
All right, like as me always tell people still means I you like this way. You know have to be the rhythm
Mm.
for the song. You know have to be the original rhythm. You can't just turn on my phone right now, just listen some rhythm on YouTube and me catch a flow, me just continue with it. Sometime if me feel like to write the song, me write it. But me train myself for like, you know what I mean? Memorize my song them.
Okay.
Yeah, so enough time we just take a walk out and stuff. Sometimes I dey by myself. Yeah, we just play some rhythm. And I can listen to a rhythm right now and I can just write, I can just build an entire song for the day if I really want to do that. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but sometimes I just build some song and just left it for the next day, sit down and listen to rhythm and just finish it. Yeah, but if I really want, I just write. So sometime I write, sometime I write, I just memorize.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, tell us, like, is there somebody that you, whether it be a big celebrity artist or just someone that you know, is there someone in particular that you would want to collab with?
Me,
Hmm.
um, ever since getting in music, Massacre is my favorite artist still. I always tell people. So by going, I always tell myself, like, if I really make it in music the way I want to, I would like to have a collab with Massacre. You
Okay.
understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay. 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 All right. So, how many have you do? I assume that you do stage shows, correct?
Yeah, I've done a few stage shows, not a lot, a few, but I have worked on Reggae Sumfest one time.
Oh, wow, you did?
Festival, no, what's, festival, what's it? I don't even remember what it's name. Kite Festival. Kite Festival,
Okay.
sorry.
Okay. All
Kite
right.
Festival.
It's still
Correction.
impressive. That's great.
Kite
That's
Festival.
really great.
Yeah,
That's impressive.
yeah.
And did you is there any one show that you felt like was more rewarding, or you felt different when you finished, or like, I don't know, did you enjoy any of those one shows more than the other? And for what reason?
At first, before going to the Kite Festival, I was feeling a bit nervous doing shows, but going to the Kite Festival, seeing so much people and Teflon and all those artists was there, and you know what I mean, Diplomatic and all those elderly artists. So they kind of give me bravery to, like,
Mm-hmm.
stage is just a stage. You have to perform for people if you want to do music. You know what I mean. So at the end of the day, you have to just throw that shadiness behind you. You know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I didn't feel nervous working at the Kite Festival, and that's the biggest crowd I've ever stepped in front of. You know what I mean.
And how did you know that music was what you wanted to do? Like, that you like, this is definitely what I want to do. Besides being around people that were doing music, what do you think actually made you realize this is what I was born to do?
All right, like for fitting the first song, which is Money Plan, um, that kind of give me a motivation. Like, music is for me because, as I said, we've been voicing song, never mix and master to put any song out there. So putting
Mm-hmm.
the first song out there, and then the persons who are motivating me to are even letting me know that I'm even greater than some of who I'm around. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just start motivating myself to know that, okay, this is it, where music. As I said, I've been playing drum and stuff, and that's a part of music. You know what I mean? Rhythm, whatsoever. Yeah, that's a part of music. So I use those stuff to, like, really look into myself to know that, yeah, music is really a part of my life. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So tell me who your biggest musical influences were coming up.
Coming up, my music influencer is your Bob Marley, Buju Banton, Garnet Silk, um, Morgan Heritage.
Okay.
I used to like listening those artists, those elderly artists, Coco T, you know?
Okay. And so
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on reggae, Bob Marley-ish reggae, and how do you think it relates to what music is in Jamaica today?
Well, Bob Marley music is towards the culture to inspire people. to do good. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what it does for me. Like it inspires me, it motivates me by listening to his words. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Hmm.
so for me, that's what I would say. Their music is a motivation speech they're giving you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. I definitely know that. Bless up, Gemini goddess. How you doing, sis? So I have to switch back to the Instagram tab, so it tells how many who's watching from YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch up here. But we have people watching from Instagram, and it doesn't show here. I don't know why that is, but um, it is that. Um, so how would you give me a description of how what you would say your music portrays? Like, do you I asked this question to an artist a couple weeks ago, and he just said like raunchy. It was Vondo. I think you were watching that time. Like, and he gave a perfect description because he does songs that are like raunchy, like it's girls and it's always about sex and all that stuff or whatever. What would you say yours is about?
All right, my music now would be like I would say conscious. Like you know what I mean? Yeah,
Hmm.
sometimes yeah, my song, as I said, Bob Marley give you motivational speech. So whatever song I'm doing, I try to keep it motivational. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you have a particular song out right now, or that you may be working on that has a special meaning to you?
Uh Skywalker, I have that song out already, and that's one of my favorite songs that I've ever put out. Like Skywalker, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's a motivational song. Like, you know what I mean? Some people think that they have a limit where it's just your mindset. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Yeah, it's just because you tell your mind that that's the limit. It's not a limit. You know what I mean?
So did you write that song because of other people, you seeing other people do that, or is that relate to you?
Yeah, like seeing what's going on in front of your eyes because they said seeing is believing. So,
Hmm.
you know what I
Okay.
mean? What you see is, yeah, that's what I really use to get my music together to keep it motivational. Like, you're
Okay.
not supposed to let something happen to you and you see happen to somebody. You're supposed to learn after that person mistake. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Yeah.
So from the first time that you started doing music to now, how would you say the music industry has changed?
Uh the music industry, you know, it takes time. Everything takes time. You know what I mean? And for the level I'm in music right now, I appreciate it because I wasn't at this level. You know what I mean? To even get in an interview. I
Hmm.
used to just watch other people got interviewed. You know what I mean? So I think to just take time with the process, continue push out your work. You know what I mean? If you move slow with your product, then it's gonna go slow. You know what I mean? So if you just do the right thing by just yeah, me right now just putting out my music and go as the way I want to go. It's fine for me. I don't have a problem with it right now. Trust me. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So um give me what is one of your biggest challenges that you face with being an artist?
All right. Biggest challenge you face being an artist. Uh, I think the biggest challenge is when you want to record a song.
Hmm.
Yeah. I think that's my biggest challenge. Like when I want to record a song, if I want to record it on that day, it's not going to be that day. You know what I mean? So it kind of throw me off. Yeah.
So you
And when I
think like dealing with the producers who or the engineers or people that own studios, You mean trying to
Yeah,
get it?
like some of
Yeah.
these people who own studios is like, you know what I mean? That's the reason why I only stick with one engineer right now, where if I said record, you know what I mean, he's ready. It's just because we have an equipment issue right now, which is a headphone problem, you know what I mean? I told you that already. That's the reason why we are not recording right now. But he has three song, which is looking to master right now. Cover photo, all those things is looking to organize. I have another engineer that I did two song with. He is looking to release them to right now and stuff. So you know what I mean? Yeah, that was my time, like worst time, like to let me feel bad when I want to record and I can't record.
Okay. Do you ever get like? Do you ever? How do you deal with that if you're not able to do it when you want to do it? How do you overcome that? How do you deal with it?
Uh Let me say now, like how would I deal with it is like sometimes I even just forget about this voicing, you know what I mean? Yeah, sometimes I just forget about it until if studio time comes, which my engineer then we would be like locking in studio and we will go like 3, 4 songs. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Can you tell me about like a memorable interaction you've ever had with either a celebrity artist or a fan, like someone in
Uh
the audience when you were performing or something?
yeah, I was performing at a Tuesday night stage show at Ocherius, you know what I mean? And yeah, fan deal with me good and stuff, you know what I mean? Really appreciate it. They really like my music and stuff.
Mhm.
And yeah, just in last year I think I booked in G Jam Hotel and I met Skeng and we,
Hmm.
you know,
Oh, okay.
meet each other and yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, do you have some type of a? I know for me, and I think everybody that knows me well knows that that's why I kind of have to like on Tuesdays at 4 o'clock. I kind of try to shut. And today I was a little late doing it. I was still on live. I got off live at like 5, I think. But I usually have to get myself like off of live and just like separate myself from the world at around 4:30 on Tuesdays because as long as I've been doing this show, I still am not I get nervous. So there's like things that I have to do to prepare myself for my show before I actually have my show that people don't even know about. I do not care to share, but you are the guest and I get to ask you that question. Do you have some type of a ritual that you do before you perform or anything like that? Like um I don't know. I know an artist that said, "Yeah, I'll get nervous, so I actually fart before I have to fart before I go on the stage."
All right, like yeah, if I'm going on stage and thing, you're holding a vibes, you're not gonna just hold a sober vibes, you know what I mean? So yeah, being a little oozy to and thing, you know what I mean? Not drunk like, you know what I mean, but you're under a little vibes. Yeah, I like to do that before performing, like, you know what I mean?
Or just take off the edge. Me too.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Me too.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Fair enough. So, where do you see yourself? Let's say in the next 5 years, where do you see where yourself being? Like, what do you
See
think?
myself in the next 5 years. Once, yeah, because as I said, if you're not putting out products or stuff, you know what I mean, then you're not gonna see where you're going. But yeah, for me, I'm on the mission to just put more music out and stuff. So 5 years time from now, yeah, I will be a Benoit artist. Yeah, representing for St. Mary, whole Charlestown Trails, Valley Bush. See me I say Peter Seal content. Yeah, man, the
Okay.
whole division. Exactly.
Okay. So, do you have anything? Do you have any projects you're working on right now, or do you have like anything that you have a release date for anything, or?
Uh Yeah, as I said, I have two songs by record by Creative, Creative, Waking Dream Creative, you know what I mean? And those songs are supposed to release next month.
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't give me a date, but he said next month we're gonna release those songs. One called Me Shout, you know what I mean? And the next one called Money Can't Done.
Okay. I'm trying
Yeah,
to find your what's the name of your new song? It's called what now? Dark.
Darkness for Years.
All right. I'd like to just play the song if I can. Explicit. Yeah, let's play that one. I'm still the same on my show. So I have to share my screen and we're gonna hear one of King's songs called Darkness for Years. Yes, yes. Ah, Badu laughing. Summer.
Man, better big up yourself, you know, better.
I'm trying to see everything, and I can't. I'm trying to do four things at one time. Thank you, sis Mel, the in here doing stuff. I see you putting stuff on the screen. You figured that out. I'm so proud. Um, Let me get this shared. Share screen. All right, so I'm gonna play the song.
Eat any brief. When your project calls for bold creativity,
Yo, them know say what King ToeB, you know. Cha-cha. Right now, man, tell us, me hard feel so cold. Right now, them don't even know the protest. Mama says, son, you that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide by the shadow of the Almighty. So no matter what them are doing in life, them can't fight with. And no matter how kind of style them a try style, them can't spite with. You know we are live highly and lightly. Them say friend kill friend, but if him was your friend, now the fuck him woulda want to see your life end. Damn, enough of them want self-recommend. Them self-fling shot in a them brother head. When it reach moment of silence, enough of them no know the meaning of violence. So me tell them not stir up for me younger. As a juvenile, say me want live longer. Friends make me feel so cold inside. Darkness for years, me no know about light. To the life of me live, me have to stay paranoid. Finger on the cheek of dog and keep me eyes in a sight. Friends make me feel so cold inside. Darkness for years, me no know about light. To the life of me live, me have to stay paranoid. Finger on the trigger, eyes in a sight. Send a message to me, mother tell her if you watch over me. Now go make none of them iron nor powder me. Now give them the chance for none of them turn over me. Them want to cut the crown off of my head. Glock 23 steady up with couple lead. Touching at the studio, me wall up your mates. Girl, them say them love me style, them say me intelligent. But me tell you fake friends, them make me feel so cold inside. Darkness for years, me no know about light. To the life of me live, me have to stay paranoid. Finger on the cheek of dog and keep me eyes in a sight. Friends make me feel so cold inside. Darkness for years, me no know about light. To the life of me live, me have to stay paranoid. Finger on the trigger, eyes in a sight. Them say friend kill friend, but if him was your friend, now the fuck him woulda want to see your life end. Damn, enough of them want self-recommend. Them self-fling shot in a them brother head. When it reach moment of silence, enough of them no know the meaning of violence. So me tell them not stir up for me younger. As a juvenile, say me want live longer. Friends make me feel so cold inside. Darkness for years, me no know about light. To the life of me live, me have to stay paranoid. Finger on the cheek of dog and keep me eyes in a sight. Friends make me feel so cold inside. Darkness for years, me no know about light. To the life of me live, me have to stay paranoid. Finger on the trigger, eyes in the sight. So me send a message to me mother, tell her if you watch over me. Now go make none of them I'll not powder me. Now give them the chance for none of them turn over me. Them want to cut the crown off of my head. Off of my head. Yo, BC Nation, tell them say we Glock 23 there steady with couple of them, man. You hear that? Friends make me feel so cold inside. Darkness for years, me no know about light. To the life when me live, me have to stay paranoid. Finger on the trigger, dog, and keep me eyes in a sight. So cool.
All right then. Like I said, that was the song that I've been using for the promo. And I think
Yeah.
everybody out there is liking this. Um, yeah, the rhythm is bad. Trina says, and Miss Mel is giving
Respect,
everything.
man.
So thank you guys. I enjoyed the song too. Let me take this down and stop sharing my screen. But so what when can we expect the new project?
As we say, engineer say, next month him can release it.
Hmm,
So probably me have to put a little more pep in him step, you know what I mean? Yeah, we can get an earlier release.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Um yeah, we're gonna talk. I'm definitely looking forward to that. And I hope it does come out next month. That is good timing. And we'll all be looking for it. So I have one question that doesn't really have anything to do with music. Don't worry. It's not a crazy question or anything. But
Nah, man, it's good, man.
what do you think that you would be doing if you weren't doing music? I mean, outside of your job that you actually do other than your music. But if you weren't doing music, do you think that you'd have another like hobby or something that you would prefer to do? And I asked this question to a lot of the artists I have on here, and I was actually surprised that one artist said, "I paint." I was like, "What?" No, I mean paint like pictures and shit. And so I
Um,
was shocked. Like, what? I never knew that.
if me I do music still, I think football would have be my next hobby, you know what I mean? Yeah, because
Really?
I like football, so yeah. And
Did
apart from the music, a football alone me play.
so did you play football before, like on a league or something like that?
Yeah, we've been playing football even the other day. We were on a little league up in our village there, you know what I mean?
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting. All right.
yeah.
Well, I just like I think that's a fun question. I always ask like what artists would be doing um if they didn't do music. So um I definitely think if there's anything else that you'd like to share with us about any projects or anything like that, most definitely do it now. But otherwise, if you could tell people where to find you on social media. And before you do that, everybody that's watching, if you have never heard of this artist or seen this artist before, and if you have, bless up Ray. If you have still also, if you're not following him on all social media platforms, please do so today. I am one of those people that supports everyone, and I try to help people as much as I can. So when I do these shows, I ask that my audience goes and follows the artist. It doesn't stop here. We interview the artist, we give them the spotlight, and I would like for everybody to follow them, download their music, let check out their music. It's different strokes for different folks, but everybody that I have on this show, I love their music. I'm not even going to lie to you, and I'm not saying that I wouldn't have people on the show whose music I didn't like, but I just try to specifically pick certain people. So um, he's going to tell you where to follow him. Please go and follow him today if you don't mind. For me, I appreciate it. This is what these shows are about, support. So
Yeah. Yeah, I know say King ToeB. Can find me on the Instagram, King ToeB Music, TikTok, King ToeB Music. You know what I mean? Facebook, you don't know you have to see my right name said speech, Jordan Lawrence, you know what I mean? Yeah. You know, you can find the music them on all platform. Audio Mac, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, YouTube. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. Well, I definitely appreciate you coming on. And I swear I honestly thought that I interviewed you before, King. I thought for sure that I did,
I
but
appreciate it too, man. I try we keep the link real, you know.
yes,
So we
I'm so
just feel,
sorry.
yeah, we just feel like say we just deal with something, cause we just keep the connection same way. But I say, come man, I respect all the love. Says
Yes,
people, you know. Yeah,
everybody
man.
who knows me knows that I try to, I try to help artists as much as I can because artists don't get a lot of help. And and a lot of reason that a lot of artists don't make it to success is because they don't know the business and they don't have anyone that knows the business. So if I can help someone without becoming their manager and all that stuff, I help a lot of artists, and that's just who I am. There are some artists that I just choose to manage because they're that special. um Badu was one of them. So I mean, he's Badu is great. I'm gonna have Badu on here. I'm not even going to talk about Badu. I'm gonna have him. I'm going to interview him on this show one day. So I'm going to leave that for the interview. But I definitely thought that King. I think he's a great artist, and his music is amazing. So
Respect for that, you know.
we're gonna look out for his new project within a month or something. And when it comes out, I'm here to help you promote. So I'll bring you back on the show and we'll talk about the new project if you're up to date.
Yeah, and putting out the project, I'm trying to put the videos with it as well because I don't have any videos or none of my tracks out there. So
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm trying the best to put videos with these two tracks that I'm about to release right now. But if not, you know, it's gonna
Okay.
be a cover art. Yeah, which I already post the cover art for a preview. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. All right. No problem. Big shot, Scott. Big bad photographer. I haven't seen you in a while. Bless up yourself. Thank you for coming through. So thank you, ToeB, for coming through. And when you do come out with this video and the song and everything, please do let me know. I know we stay in touch. I stay in touch with a lot of artists because, like I said, I'm here to help. It's hard enough being an artist, and they don't have the help that they need. And a lot of people in this industry are just wolves in sheep's clothing, so to speak. I'm not that way. I genuinely like helping artists. Like I would love to see artists make it and be like, I did help him. So I help as much as I can. And most of the time I don't ask for anything in return. If I can help you, I help you. If I can't, I can't, or I figure out how I can help you. So I do appreciate you for coming on the show, and I will definitely be looking out for your project so that you can come back on here and we can share that.
Yeah, man, I will appreciate it too for what I do, you know? Yeah,
Thank.
yeah.
Well, you guys heard it from him where you can find him on social media. Um, ToeB does have he has a logo, and I thought I uploaded that, but I guess I didn't. Let me see. I think I may have it. Hold on. So when you see this logo, I need you guys to support support the logo, because his logo should be on all his social media. Good Lord. I thought do I have it? I do have it. Huh. Oh, I know. There it is. Okay. So this is the logo. He has this logo on all his platforms, so it should be easy for you guys to follow him. I see who's watching. I need you guys to go support him. Okay. There's the logo up in the corner, and we are going to let him go. I know he probably has spliff he wants to smoke. We're good on this show. This is my show, and everybody smokes. It's legal here. I don't know about anywhere else, but it's legal here.
Okay.
So bless up yourself. Have a great evening, and definitely we'll bring you back in about a month or so. Let's say the end of October or the beginning of November or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Say big shout, yeah, me say bless up to man. You see me I say big shout out to my supporters, them too, you know what I mean? The whole Charleston Trails, Peter Seal content. Is where me I say that is it.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Toby. We'll
All
see
right.
you soon.
All right. Bless up yourself. Mel, Trina, Summer.
It's Mel, Trina, Summer, Badu, who else? Ray. I don't know. It's like seven people in here, but I don't know who. If you're still in here, say something. Thank you, Badu. He said it was a very informative interview. And that's what I try to do, uncover who artists are because people don't know. And I think the artists that I put on this platform are people are artists that people need to know. I think because and I just know music. I'm not going to say that everybody likes the music that I like. I'm just going to say that I have a good ear for music, and most of the time, people like that music is amazing. So when I bring artists on here, that is those are the type of artists that I bring on. So I bring on artists that are amazing and very talented to me. So we're gonna let you get out of here, and I'm going to prepare for my next guest, who is somewhat late coming in the background, but I do have like an intermission thing or whatever. So you're welcome to stay. I have a few announcements to make. If you want to stay for a while, you're welcome to. But if not, then we'll see you the next time. If you want to stay, you can though.
Yeah, man. We're there, man. You know, I think going big up on yourself, man. You go tune in and check in our comment section for the next interview I go on. You see?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So we are going to start out with our sponsors, you guys. Hey bro, I didn't know you were still in here too. What's up? Dollar Coin, what's going on? So we're going to start out with our sponsors, and one of our sponsors I think is still watching, Ray. Ray has this RAS Herbals, and what they do is they harvest herbs in Jamaica, and we bring them back to where people can't get those harvested in Jamaica herbs because the people have a lot of spin-off things here, I think, and I don't trust them. I know these came right from the ground in Jamaica and they come here. So if you are interested in getting like um sour sop leaves, or let me see, I can call it there. Her website is coming, guys. Please bear with the website because somebody she knows is supposed to be doing it. I think her name starts with a C. Um, and I haven't gotten, I have to do something, but her website will be done soon. But you can also reach out to me. Not only is RAS Herbals an official sponsor of Lux Radio and Kickback with Cookie, but I am a brand ambassador, so I also have herbs all the time. I have some now. I should have some fresh ones in about a week, right, Ray? Are you in the audience, Ray? I don't think she is. But anyway, we'll have some fresh ones soon. So soursop leaves. We have bitterwood. We have guava, moringa, Guinean hen, circe, whole bunch of nettle, a whole bunch of stuff. So that's how y'all know. I know a little bit about what I'm talking about. But yes, let me know if you need that. The other sponsor we have right now, we actually do have another sponsor that will be coming. Mel, if you could type the name of her business while I'm getting up Bellow Burn stuff, and the candle lady, that's not her business name, but you know who I'm talking about. Um, so Bellow Burn hot sauce. I'm gonna tell you guys the honest to God truth. Of course, we get sponsors, and it's just because we're a radio station or whatever. But I did not make this man. He was my first sponsor, and I actually begged him to be a sponsor because I've been buying his hot sauce for like 2 years, and he teases me. I love hot stuff, and every time he sends me like 3 bottles of hot sauce, and I be like at the end of the week, like, bro, I'm out. I'm serious. So okay, Calderon Candles will be a sponsor soon. She makes very good smelling candles from what I've heard a lot about her candles. I haven't gotten any yet, but she is sending Lux Radio some candles, so I'll have some soon, and we'll be giving away those as gifts. Um, It's at some point. So I have a game to play. So don't leave. I want you to stay here. And I need one somebody from the audience. Who's it gonna be? It's not really a game. It's kind of a this or that thing. Nobody? Boy, my audience. Boy, I swear, y'all be kind of shy. I thought I was shy on the radio. Okay, well let's just do King ToeB. King ToeB. Would you rather perform on a stage with a DJ or perform on a stage with a live band? This or that?
Oh, I'm supposed to answer it this or that.
Yeah, this is perform on the stage with just a DJ.
Mm-hmm.
That is perform on the stage with a live band.
I would say this
Oh, and why would you want to do? Why would you do that? I'm gonna bring Mel up here too.
because I will have to train myself some more. I worked on live band already, but I've never did so good, you know what I mean? So
Hmm.
yeah.
We're gonna have to work on that. I love live bands,
Hmm.
and I think you would do great with a live band. You just have to get them.
Yeah, I
You
think I'll do great with it. Just need some training, you know what I mean?
It's more like the band needs to train. So with a band, and I'm telling you this from experience because I managed bands for a long time before I started even managing artists. The band thing is there has to be a conductor. And if you're an artist, you are the conductor. You have to tell them what you want them to do. And they're playing behind you. It's not that there's a band and you got to perform to them. So if you perform with the band, you have to conduct them. You have to direct them. You don't let them direct you.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna bring up. You have to direct them. You don't let them direct you. Turn it,
Yeah.
turn that down. Whatever you listen to. Mel, you're on the stage. Mel, you're on the stage. No, don't mute this microphone and stream. I put you on here for a reason, woman. You said you wanted to play, so now we're gonna play. Answer the question. Do you like to see an artist perform by himself with a DJ, or do you like to hear?
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
You gotta turn off whatever you're watching. Mute that, not over here. If you're watching it on something else, you gotta turn that off. There you go. I know, Betty. She had I think she still has it on, but she had something playing where on the background, and she's also in the on backstage here. So it was the feedback. So Mel, what do you like to do? Like if you were to go see a performance, do you like to see an artist perform by themselves? And let's just say they're a great performer. They actually perform, and that's what's missing out of the music industry in America to me. The artists here kind of just jump up and down, and that it's not entertaining. We can jump up and down too. So it's to me it's not entertaining. If an artist is entertaining, like he interacts with the crowd, is that Badu is good at that. If he interacts with the crowd or he or she. Do you like them to perform by themselves with a DJ, or do you like to actually see a band in performing in front of a band and artists performing in front of a band?
Artists in front of a DJ.
Why?
Well, reason being, it sounds better to me. Bands are okay, I guess, for, I don't know, maybe to me, legendary artists, if that makes sense. But new age artists gets the crowd moving a little better. So to me, and that's my opinion.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna tell y'all what I think. Maybe it's because I've managed bands and I just love music. I love to see I like the whole band element of things because I don't know. I love music and I love sounds. Like I don't remember who it was we were talking about. We were talking to Mel. Help me remember. We were talking about something, and I was like, I love Spanish guitars. But whoever we were talking to, they said they like to hear something. Was it Badu? Was it you, Badu? Who was it? I can't remember who it was. But
I
anyway,
don't remember.
I
Yeah.
like sounds. I like to hear every sound when a band is performing. Like I like to hear the drums. I like to hear the guitar. I like to hear the bass. I like to hear the keyboards. I like to hear um uh uh if there's a Spanish guitar, I love Spanish guitar. I don't know why. I'm not Spanish. I just like Spanish guitars. They're different. They sound different to me. So I don't know. I'm a band girl. I like to see people perform in front of a band, but that's just me. That's just me. And also, like I said, I live in DC, and these guys all think that, I mean, like 98% of Washington, DC's men are artists. So,
Okay.
they don't really know what they're doing most of the time. So it's a lot of good artists here too, but some of them, I think, just some artists just want to be artists because it seems like a cool thing to do. That's not a good reason. But thank you for playing this or that. So, check out Bello Burns hot sauce when you guys get a chance. Also, make sure you guys support RAS Herbals. I am not sure where Mr. Shabako is. Let me see. I have a text here, but it's not him. So in the meantime, we are going to play another one. Give me another one, King ToeB. It's another one of your songs. Thank
Oh,
you. Huh?
you have Money Plan. You have Skywalker.
Let me play Skywalker because you said that one was special.
Yeah,
Is it like two Y's or something? I think I remember it being like two double letters,
it's 2K.
two K's. Okay.
Yeah.
SKKY.
No, it's SKYWAKKLA.
Oh, so not Skywalker. I need to stop doing. I just pronounce everything. Maybe I am a damn Yankee. All right. I was called a Yankee last night. I don't see that. I didn't spell it right. Skywalker.
Yeah, you have to KI. I think the engineer made a mistake on that spelling, which TOBE you put for toe.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Let me fix this. SKYWALKKA, right?
Yeah.
That's not coming up on YouTube. And I know I saw it on YouTube before. All right. Let's do this. There we go. There we go. Well, spell right. What the mistake, Toby, is the Skywalker is separated. It's the word sky and walker.
Yeah.
Your name is actually spelled right, but here it is. Let me share my screen really quick. And we're gonna listen to this up. I feel like I'm losing my voice. It's not cool at all. All right.
With your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Listening to survive. What do is just with my eyes. See that?
Them say sky is the limit, so I'm to space. Me shoot off like rocket, so time me no waste. Every ghetto youth we have them education. Nobody sit down for no corner like no waste man. Me shoot off like bolt, me get sprint off like Shelly and 100 million. Money ice the mission. Unity build the strength and never division. And some positive writing for me song. Man go get a dog, nothing never come free. Do it for my place and me do it for my country. Self-belief that only I alone can do this pan an island with an iPhone. Link up iFriends, fi some iJoe, send fi iTubs, fully bad goons. Get some inspiration, build some music, put it on iTunes. Me believe in myself, say me have to make it. Anything in a life, me say me have to get it. I mean I go do nothing wrong when me regret it. Push me hustle to the muscle cause me ready. Me believe in myself, say me have to make it. Anything in a life, me say me have to get it. I mean I go do nothing wrong when me regret it. Push me hustle to the muscle cause me ready. Alright then, humble beginning, grassroots and basics. Do 9 to 5, live in payslip to payslip. Pursue my goals so my life will upgrade. If me put song on radio, make people hear it. Brand new Benz drop, tell your broad like a spaceship. Touching at the studio, some more music making. My life it real, no time it, no shake it. Me prefer bossy one time than dodge like me a believe in myself, say me have to make it. Anything in a life, me say me have to get it. I mean I go do nothing wrong when me regret it. Push me hustle to the muscle cause me ready. Me believe in myself, say me have to make it. Anything in a life, me say me have to get it. I mean I go do nothing wrong when me regret it. Push me hustle to the muscle cause me ready. The sky is the limit, so I'm to space. Me shoot off like rocket, so time me no waste. Every ghetto youth we have them education. Nobody sit down for no corner like no waste man. Me shoot off like bolt, me get sprint off like Shelly and 100 million. Money ice the mission. Unity build the strength and never division. And some positive writing for me song. Man go get a dog, nothing never come free. Do it for my place and me do it for my country. That only I alone can do this pan an island with an iPhone. Link up iFriends, fi some iJoe, send fi iTubs, fully bad goons. Get some inspiration, build some music, put it on iTunes. Oh God. Yeah. Is the man some man them finna see what King ToeB you know. I will see how Fire Change production. I will see every day, I will see about DJ, BC Nation, Soft Team, self-belief and best belief in a man. As you know I say, go outside.
Well, that is probably my favorite song so far now.
Yeah, man,
I
I'm a favorite song that, you know.
I agree. Lux Radio and J.A.B Entertainment said it's a great song.
Yeah, man, respect and manners, you know.
One moment.
What?
Sorry, I couldn't save your preference.
Alexa, shh. Sorry, y'all. Um, that's a great song. It was a great song, a very great song. I love that song, and I see why you say it's kind of it's
Yeah,
it's
my
motivation,
favorite song, you
it's
know.
inspiration.
Motivation, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so I see why that's probably my favorite song now. So I appreciate you letting us hear that one. I'm glad we chose that one, and I definitely look forward to seeing another one.
Yeah, you know.
Hey, Gabby, what are you doing? Come pick me up. I'm just kidding. Gabby said, let me put his comment on this. King, this is my artist. That literally this is my day one here. I love him more than life itself sometimes. I promise you.
Yeah.
Um
Respect
he-
and manners, you know.
He's a very creative artist. And I've been trying to like I don't know if you guys realize that I have a lot of artists that I work with in the United States, and I have a lot of artists that I work with in Jamaica. And I've been trying to link the two. So I would like for, you some of you guys to work with each other. Yeah,
Yeah,
keep the link real. That like Trina said, keep the link real. So I'm trying to emerge that.
yeah,
Like I was talking to Shabako about doing something with Gabby. I want the two of them to do something, but I would like you all to work with each other. Like your vibes are different, so that's gonna make the song different. And what's my theory to people that know? I use the marching band analogy. If a marching
yeah,
band is walking or marching, they all march in uniform. So if the band goes to the right, the whole band goes to the right. And if
right.
I go to the left, who is the whole stadium or arena going to be looking at?
Mm-hmm.
The person going to the left because they're doing something different. You have to do
Yeah,
something different. Exactly, Mel. The one that goes to the left is who everybody's going to be looking at, because they're going to be like, what the hell are they doing? But the fact of the matter is they're looking at that person. So you have to be the person, the artist that goes to the left to even make it in this artist and I, in this industry. And I think Gabby Mo, a lot of you all are that I interview, you guys have something unique that obviously stood out to me, and not just to me alone. You guys have you brought fans in here, and you have fans of Badu is in here supporting you, and he's a bad artist himself. So it's something that all of you have that are awesome. And Gabby is definitely one of those artists. But I'm gonna kick his butt if he don't get on stage though. I'm pretty sure they're starting now. So bless up to you, King ToeB. I'm not sure where Shabako is, but I am going to move on with my announcements. Or do I have this day in entertainment? I think that's what I have. They didn't send me anything. They didn't send me nothing today. They didn't send me anything, Mel. So I'm gonna do this day in entertainment for yesterday, because I don't see anything. And she said I'm on it. I love her. So I'm gonna, until she comes back, I'm just gonna shout out some things that have happened and that are like some today in history. So yesterday, um, Tina Turner completes her comeback as What's Love Got to Do with It. It hits number one in America in 1984 yesterday. So these are what happened yesterday in history. Um,
mm-hmm.
1965, James Brown breaks out some sweet dance moves on the TV show Shindig, where he performs his hit "Papa's Got a Brand New Bag." Um, I know you guys have to know who James Brown is. He's a revolutionary artist. He just broke all the rules. I don't know if you guys know who Hall and Oates is. They released Private Eyes album, which contains two number one hits. I Can't Go for That in 1981. Um, 1978, after 2 years together, Emilio Estefan and Gloria Fajardo of Miami Sound Machine get married. Gloria Estefan, I always thought that was her name. I never knew that she married somebody with the last name Estefan. We not gonna tell nobody that. Let me see. I don't see anything else. I'm trying to kill time here because Mr. Shabako is not here. I don't think people understand that my show is timed. And I could just get off here and go out, right? Right, Gab? You're gonna act like you're gone now. I'm just around the corner. Like, I'm just kidding. So, anyways, also I have put out some flyers that I am, like I said, I help artists. So I'm helping artists for $20 only just this week until Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're in Jamaica, that is 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. If you are an artist that is not collecting royalties from four. You two, we got three more. So four organizations. Yeah, I do too, Summer. um, four organizations you should be collecting royalties from. If you're not collecting royalties from four organizations, you need help. So, and I mean, I'm not like you're crazy or anything. Like, you should call me because I'm not signing you up for all three of them. But the main one to me is that it's not really a main one. You should be signed up for all of them. But it's important that if you have music and distribution, you sign up for all these. But if you're a performing artist and you perform at a lot of stage shows, you definitely want to be signed up with the performance rights organizations. Those are there are two main ones, or if you're in Canada, there's one main one that's different from the two that service everywhere else pretty much, except for Europe and Canada. So if you're not collecting royalties, reach out to me and let me know, and I can help you. Like I said, I'm offering artists the service of me signing them up for $20 this week only. If it's after this week, I go back to my regularly scheduled payments and it's not $20. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right because I'm just gonna shut it down. It's all right. So I was trying to wait for Shabako, and I really do really want to wait for him, but I just don't know if it's worth just talking. So it's well after 8 o'clock. It's 8:11 or 7:11, whatever you want to say. So make sure you guys support the artists. Make sure you guys support the our sponsors. And like I said, our sponsors don't just have stuff that, oh, I got some stuff here. So in September 2nd, isn't today the 2nd? Yeah, I got some stuff. It says that on September 2nd, 1995, Michael Jackson's "You Are Not Alone." Oh my God, that's one of my favorite songs. I be singing it the other way though, like I'm so alone, for real. Because sometimes I always be by myself, and I don't mind. I just do be. Um, it says Michael Jackson's "You Are Not Alone" becomes the first song to debut at number one on the Hot 100. In the video, Jackson and his wife Lisa Maria Presley appeared. Uh, they cut it off. I'm not reading all that. But so that one debuted at number one. I love that. Love that song. Who is that? I don't know who that is. 1987, Sonny Bono announces his run for mayor of Palm Springs, California, after running into zoning problems with his restaurant there. He wins. Oh shit, that's crazy. I never knew that either. He wins and later becomes a congressman. Sonny Bono. That's. I'm sorry. You guys can tell I didn't look at this stuff first. I don't know if you guys know who Fleetwood Mac. I'm telling you guys, I'm a music connoisseur, so I know all of these people. Fleetwood Mac kick off their Mirage tour in Atlanta. Their opening act is Men at Work, whose debut album Business as Usual is racing up the charts in America. 2 weeks after the tour ends in October, Men at Work get their own tour as headliners. This was in 1982. In September 28, 1991, Miles Dewey Dowles III, jazz trumpeter, band leader, and composer, died. That's sad. Jesus. Pete Seeger plays "We Shall Overcome" in 1957 today. The Highlander Folk School in Tennessee, as part of its 25th anniversary celebration on hand. On hand is Martin Luther King Jr., who gives the closing speech at the celebration. The song becomes ingrained with the civil rights movement as King and Seeger fight for equality. "We Shall Overcome" is a song that everyone should know. And we probably need to march and sing it now, because given what's going on. Anyway, I'm not going to elaborate. I think people know. Oh my God. September 2nd, 2011, T.I. is arrested just days after serving an 11-month sentence at the U.S. Penitentiary in Arkansas. Under his probation agreement, the rapper was allowed to provide his own transportation from Arkansas to halfway house in Atlanta. However, prison officials objected to his vehicle of choice, a luxury SUV motor coach, and took him back into custody for violating his parole. 2009, Shinedown lead singer Brent Smith is what? Featured on the Today Show by Kathy Lee Gifford, who says, I thought he was Meatloaf. What the fuck? Anyway, okay, I don't see anything else. I don't see anything else. Oh, 1989, NWA's Express Yourself debuts at number 45 on the Billboard R&B and hip hop songs chart, becoming their second single to reach the chart. Yeah, I think that's about it. And I think I'm going to shut it down because my computer is saying it's dying. So I have to plug it up. So I'm not sure where he is, but I can't stay on any longer. So thank you for coming through, ToeB, and thank everyone for watching. Yes. Big up yourselves, everyone. Big up yourself, King ToeB, and I will see you guys soon.
Yeah.
Exit with I'm gonna exit with my little song that they made for Lux Radio and Kickback with Cookie. So I'm gonna play that and then I'm going to actually close down.
Yeah.
Radio play loud like a bass line boom. We don't whisper, we roar, we don't knock. We kick in the door. This is for the ones who never got heard, who speaking rhythm and living word. We built this from scratch, no handouts, no deals, just raw talk, real feels and street appeal. Looks radio ain't just a station, it's a movement where the mic speaks truth and the beat brings improvement. So when you hear that drop, know it's bold, know it's Looks Radio legacy told. You want polish? Now we raw with the sound. Looks Radio live, straight up from the ground. Cookie got heat, and the mic stay loud. We don't follow trends, we move the crowd. You want polish? Now we raw with the sound. Looks Radio live, straight up from the ground. Cookie got heat, and the mic stay loud. We don't follow trends, we move the crowd. Yep. Yeah.
All right. All right. I don't know. I hope he's all right. But if I hear the whole song.
Tuesday night, it's a vibe, not a show. Lux Radio hit different, let the real ones know. We don't do scripts, we don't do fake. We spit truth with a beat that'll make the block shake. Yeah, Cookie on deck, voice cut like a blade. She talk legacy, hustle and moves that she made. This ain't FM fluff, this is street fed flame. Where the mic got memory and the voice got name. We built this from flies and late night grind. From TikTok live to the radio line.
Summer.
Looks Radio ain't tame. Looks Radio is the echo of a bold ass name. We came from the curb, now we speak to the globe. Cookies might got power, it ain't just for show. She talk for the queens who built from scratch, for the ones who hustle and never look back. Lux Radio ain't just a vibe, it's a stance. It's the sound of the block when it finally gets a chance. We don't chase clout, We chase truth, we rep the grown folks in the wild youth. Every drop got grit, every beat got soul, every word she spit got a legacy goal. We ain't polished, we ain't soft, we the voice of the street. When the filters come off, cookies might stay hot. Like the pavement in June, looks radio
I don't know
play
what that
loud
is.
like a
That's
bass
crazy.
line boom. We don't whisper, we roar, we don't knock. We kick in the door, this is for the ones who never got hurt, who speak in rhythm and living word. We built this from scratch, no handouts, no deals, just raw talk, real feels and street appeal. Looks radio ain't just a station, it's a movement, where the mic speaks truth and the beat brings improvement. So when you hear that drop, know it's bold, know it's Looks Radio, legacy told. You want polished? Now we raw with the sound. Looks Radio live, straight up from the
All right.
ground. Cookie got heat, and the mic stay loud. We don't follow trends, we move the crowd. You want polished? Now we raw with the sound. Looks Radio live, straight up from
All
the
right.
ground. Cookie got heat, and the mic stay loud.
Got lucky because my computer was dying. I just plugged it up. But my guest is here. I was getting ready to shut down, but I'm going to move on. Thank you, King ToeB, for being here
Yeah,
and
man. It's,
playing the game with us. And we will bring you back when your next project comes out.
all right.
All right,
I'm
bless.
bless up to everybody out there, you know.
So everybody in the comments, bless up yourself too. We my second guest is here now, so I'm going to bring down King ToeB. Make sure you guys follow him, and we're gonna bring on our next guest because my show's over at 9, 8,
All
y'all.
right.
Okay.
All right. Bless up yourself every time.
Thank you so much. Bless up yourself too, and we'll see you soon. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, y'all. So, my next guest is my Jamaican day one. And seemingly both my day ones have one common issue. So I'm gonna bring him up and clown him like I clowned Gabby Mo. Gabby Mo was like 45 minutes late for the interview when I interviewed him, but it's okay. I love them still the same way. So without further ado, I'm gonna bring up Shabako. What's up, superstar?
I'm here doing good.
You got lucky because I was getting ready to shut down. My computer was dying, but I had to get up and go get my charger and come back. So I had to like go off screen, turn my camera off. But you got lucky this time.
Oh, I went, because of there's the election going on tomorrow, so the road is kind of busy with all of the people and all of that. So it was kind of hard for me to get something to travel in. It was kind of hard to get a taxi.
I understand. And so I guess he needs no introduction. Like I said, I have 2 day ones, one in America and one in Jamaica. This is my day one in Jamaica, Shabako. I call him superstar for a very good reason. So if you can introduce yourself to the audience and tell them where you're from.
Blessings, everyone. Luxury, this is Shabako from Jamaica. St. Thomas. You know, Westmoreland youth still, but I represent St. Thomas because of St. Thomas was there for the past couple of years. So they got the whole east side.
Okay. As I was telling everyone, I can see that that's Mel that on the screen that says hey superstar. I was telling everybody that you can see who there's like you can see how many people are watching on the side, but I can't see anybody on the Instagram side. So I just want to shout out the Instagram side because I have to keep switching the tabs. Jimmy Three Sides, Guapo God, DJ Joe, Cat Daddy, Gemini Goddess, of course, Sis. Big Shot Scott, he's a photographer. I haven't seen in a while, actually. Jose Rivera, he is a a TikTok supporter. Lambo Anno, that's my little god brother, and he isn't a bad artist himself, actually. I think he's in California right now. Kyrie. Is that Kyrie from Northeast Groovers? Hey, Kyrie. Pass a green thumb from 420 Friendly Radio. If you guys have not seen 420 Friendly Radio, those guys are hilarious. So shout out to 420 Friendly Radio and pass a green thumb. So now let's get to it. So I met Shabako. I met Shabako because when I first started, I had this show before and it was called Kickback with Kim C. Evans. And I'd stopped doing a lot of stuff when my mother passed away. Hey, Pastor. How you doing, bro? So I started this show. I started the Kickback with Cookie show after my mother passed, and I was doing it on TikTok. It was kind of just, a pickup from the Kickback with Kim C. Evans, where I told you I interviewed Cheryl Underwood and a couple other people that played on the wire and some other pretty important people. But I started this show and I was actually waiting on a friend to tell me if I think it was Abby Dallas or something. I was trying to get Abby Dallas on the show, and my friend Vengeance said, I know somebody. I said, okay. He said, I think you're gonna like him too. I said, okay. So I went and looked at his music and I was like, yep, see if he's available on such and such a date. He came on the show and I harassed him, and I'm probably gonna harass him again today. But I was like, it's Summer saying hello, Shabako. Um I was like, I asked him a few questions. Long story short, I started managing Shabako, and I'm so glad that I did because he is a very versatile artist, and I really can't call him a dancehall artist, and I can't call him like a reggae artist, but he can do dancehall and he can do reggae and he can do R&B if you ask him to. He can do rock and roll. I'm serious though. So, anyways, Shabako is a special artist. So, Shabako, tell us how you got into music. Like, what was the first the like the moment when you were like, I'm doing this.
Well, I actually started music still in primary school when I was living in Westmoreland. I was a part of the JCDC festival. That's a festival here in Jamaica for schools. So I was a part of that festival. But being around music, I actually had family members. Well, I had an uncle, big up Trina. I actually had an uncle that actually had a sound system. So I actually got the love for music from that time, because I keep on hearing different type of music every day, and my uncle was that type of person who he didn't just listen to dancehall, but he listened to all the genres. So I got my love for music from that point, and then my mom used to live in Spanish Town, and when I visited her, she was always playing, well, she was more the type of R&B and soul type of person. So, I got the love for R&B and the other genres. Um, from my mom, because she always played that. But the time that I really started to take music serious was when I was in high school. I really used to listen to a lot of music growing up, as I said. So, at this point in high school, I'm older, almost leaving high school. So, um, here's a story. I thought about myself listening to music every day. And the way I used to listen to music, it was on a different level. I didn't just listen to music for listening's purpose or listening's sake. So I realized that even my friends who were more exposed, to what you call it now, the uptown type of life. So they would be more in tune to what's going on in the hip hop and R&B world. So when they normally go off, when we all go off for holidays and come back, some of the times they'll be playing some songs, and when they hear me singing the songs from start to finish, they'll be like, "Oh, I listen to them song more than you, and you can know the song them word for word." So I kind of took that into perspective, with the years going by, and I was like, no, I don't think um music stopped here for me, just listening to music until I actually I actually teamed up with my little brother one day when we were in Portmore. This is how music really came along in a serious way. We were actually on the back fence at our home. We had a friend who lived on the other side of the fence. So we normally sit and we had a little energy. We were drinking and, rolling up and doing what we were doing. And we started talking about food, and from there on, I started singing, rhyming about food. And my friend was like, yo, you're tough in a dog and a food you sing about. And I must say, if you take this serious and if you take it serious, probably you can do something. And I took that into perspective. And I met up with two guys in the scheme. One of them, he was the one who shot the music video for Fate. But at the time when I met him, it was in Portmore, a younger version of himself. We're all younger, but he and his friend were doing music at that time, and I kind of got the inspiration from them because they came back with their CDs in the scheme, issued them out, and I was like, yo, then two youth are tough, you know, and they knew what I could do, so they actually inspired me, you know, um telling me to take music more serious because they see that I have some form of potential. And I took it serious from there. And, from the year 2000, and I graduated from high school 2009. So 2011, that was the time that I actually took music on a very serious level until,
Okay.
what came about. At that time, I was going by the name of Critical. That was my first artist name, Critical.
Okay. Well, before I before we get into the stuff that really uncovers Shabako, can you tell me who your biggest musical influences were when you were coming up?
Well, while I was growing up, I can't really stop at one person, but just for the sake of putting someone there, I think Bounty Killer was my biggest inspiration while growing up because I actually heard a lot of Bounty Killer while growing up, and he actually sounded good on the rhythms. He actually knew what he was singing about. Even when he had a song like Look into my eyes, tell me what you see, can you feel my pain? Am I your enemy? I grew up listening to those type of songs. So Bounty Killer was my biggest inspiration. But um on a music level, I kinda grew up listening to mostly the reggae type of artist. So, the Barry's Hammond, the Garnet Silks, George Nooks, all of those people. I actually like listening to them. So, all of them can be credited for, who I am today, where music is concerned.
That sounds about right because the me knowing your music that makes sense now.
Yeah,
Okay. Um. So you said your name was critical, right?
was critical.
All right.
Because
Here it is.
I was a hardcore.
$1 million question.
Yeah.
Where did you get the name Shabako?
Well, Shabako now. Remember, growing up here in Jamaica, we're taught that we're of African lineage. African lineage dates back into Egyptian lineage. So I did some research for a name that would resonate with me. So Shabako was actually the third Kushite king of the 25th dynasty of Egypt, and that man was a great ruler. He wasn't like the warhead type of ruler, but he was for like fairness and justice and all of that. So I think um, my character can resonate with that person. So I saw the name fitting to go with me. So I chose that name, and forever since from that time, well, that was actually 2013, I think. 2013, I made a name change, and you know, I see where it actually resonates with the character that I have right now. So
Okay. I agree with that. As I said, you guys, Shabako is not just my artist. He is literally like family. He is my family. He's not like family. He's family to me. Shabako and I connected spiritually, like not only because he called me something that my grandmother used to call me, and I just immediately was like, "Who is this guy?" But yeah, he's one of those people. Like I don't know. Sometimes I tell you guys all the time. I'm human. I work a lot, but I'm human, and I have days that I'm not good. You know what I mean? And sometimes Shabako smooths those days over for me. He may not know that he's doing it, but he does. So I actually respect why he took the name Shabako, because he that's him. Trust me, it's him. He's that's him. That's all I'm gonna say. So let's move on. Um, if you could collaborate with any artist, dead or alive, who do you think it would be
Ah,
and why?
that's really kind of a tough one. But still, I think it would be. I'm not really about the clout, It's just who I grew up listening to, and who actually I actually heard, and I still hear them doing things that I like, even though they're not you know frequent. That they're not at the forefront of the music right now. But I think if Wayne Wonder could give me a collab, I would do a collab with Wayne Wonder.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I actually grew up listening to Wayne Wonder's music, and I like how he did this type of music. Bounce along, bounce along, only you can turn me on. Bounce along, bounce along. Say she want a man like me in her life. Yeah, I grew up listening to that man, and he was a thing.
Okay. So, other than Wayne Wonder, what inspires the music that you do, that you make?
Well, to be honest, I have days that I'm actually feeling, like how an unconcerned human is supposed to feel. But for most of my life, I actually had a rough type of life growing up. So my music that I put out there actually resonates with what I've been through, or what I'm going through. Probably sometimes what I'm going through at the moment, but most of what I sing about are things that are actually seen. So I try to put the real side out there. Many people. Well, I'm not gonna say people. Many artists, and I think where the males are concerned, they don't. I don't think they see it fit to put how they feel out there. Because everybody is expecting this strong person, but we're all humans, and we go through whether we go through ups or downs. At the end of the day, we still go through it. And for the number of people that don't really have somebody to be there to represent for them to sing how they actually feel, because many times I can I can recall people reaching out to me and telling me that they can resonate with my music, the type of music that I sing, they can actually relate, so I think I'm gonna continue put that type of music out there no matter what type of music I'm doing, because you know
Okay.
I think someone should be there to represent for the people who can't really say what they need to say.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, I agree. This is Mel representing Jab Entertainment. Shabako and his music are very motivational and inspirational. By the way, if you guys are not tuning in every day in the morning to Mel's show, you will hear Shabako on that show. He has a song called "Did You Freeze?" No, he has a show called Faith. He has a song called Faith, and Mel, not just Mel, everyone falls in love with that song. That is the reason that I kind of started like praising Shabako, because I heard that song first. Vengeance was like, "You need to go hear this song, Faith." I'm like, okay. And of course, like I told you guys, I'd lost my mother. And Mel said, "I love it." I had lost my mom, so I'm pretty sure you guys, if you've never lost a mother, then I don't expect you to understand. But I couldn't get up out of the bed some days. It's still hard to get out of the bed sometimes, but back then it was just really hard to get up. I wasn't doing much management. I wasn't going anywhere. My friends would be like, "Come on, get out the house." And I was like, "No." And I couldn't do it. Like, but when I heard that song, something, I don't know if my mother just came to me and was like, "Listen, you see this song's trying to tell you something, right? Get up." And so that song me is special to me in a lot of ways, and it's special to a lot of people. Like I told Shabako, I don't think he realizes that he's known in more places than he thinks that he's known. And I was telling him the other day that I had a broadcast engineer, and he's also a club owner in New York, a really good friend of mine still. But he was, once I started telling him, the artist that I managed or whatever, he was like, "Shabako, I know him." I was like, "I'm not really surprised, but how do you know him?" And he was like, "Well, I've heard his songs, and it's a lady here, and she just loves that song. She has a birthday party every year, and she loves that song. Oh my God, she would probably just die if he could come perform." I said, "You know what? We're gonna make that happen, but we don't need her to die. Like, that's not gonna be good. So we're gonna get Shabako to New York. We're gonna get Shabako over here because Shabako is an amazing artist. When I say amazing, he's amazing. Now he's a man of few words. And you would not be able to tell that because his songs, you know what I mean? But Shabako is literally one of those laid back. The closest thing I can think to Shabako is my actual biological brother. And Keith, if you're watching, you already know. He's like not shy, but he's he's an introvert. You know what I'm saying? But and he's not I don't know how to say this. He he likes people, but he just is not around people. He's in his happy place when he's not around people. He's laid back. He's calm, and like I said, he's a man of few words. Even when I actually go visit Shabako, he smiles and all that stuff. He might talk a little bit, but he don't really be talking. So I don't know. You can't tell that with his music. Shabako he expresses himself, I think, through his music because he literally just everything comes out of his music. I'm telling you guys, and I'm not saying this because I managed this man. I said this to him when I first met him before I managed him. I haven't heard one of his songs that I didn't like, not one. And that is so odd for any artist. Like, I can't even think of a mainstream artist. I can't think of one mainstream artist that like I like everything that they do. It's not one. And Money Long is a person that I can say I like a lot of her songs, a lot of them, but she has two or three of them. It's like, I don't really like it. Shabako's songs are not like that. I like every single song that he has, and I'm telling you guys, if you come on my lives, you're gonna hear a Shabako song every once in a while. It's in the playlist, and I put it on shuffle. But all his songs are in my playlist. Just what I listen to. You know what I'm saying? It's timeless music is what wins. I'm just saying. But hint to the other artists. But anyway, can you walk us through your songwriting process? Like, does it start with you with the lyrics, or does it start with the track, the rhythm?
Well, for me, it 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 most of the times it's very rarely that I'm actually start with just the lyrics. I have to be like in a very deep state of like meditation for me to just have a few words and put them down and then I actually put them to a rhythm. But most of the times I actually search for rhythms first. I actually search for the beat first. Then after that, I add the lyrics to the beat because most of the how I actually deal with music, I'm not just gonna sing on a rhythm or write something on a rhythm because someone sends it to me, whether it's my friend or it's a stranger. Um, I look for details within the rhythm. A rhythm have to have like a sense of soul for itself. A rhythm have to be speak. All right, for instance, how I deal with it when I hear a particular rhythm now, not just hear the this rhythm needs me to tell my life story, or something
Hmm.
that's about me. And when I heard like back then, when I heard like for the other rhythms that I have, like a song called Clean, when I heard it, when I heard that rhythm, I was like, this rhythm is good, and it's like it's telling me to sing something about you know a girl. So the rhythm actually have to have a character for the self, first, because some rhythm just, when you listen to some rhythms, all you're hearing in your ears is just ding 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 bang bang, one, like you hear 15 different instruments at the same time, and I'm not gonna work with those type of beats. I like smooth and subtle beats. Even if they're up tempo, they still have to have their own characteristic to them.
Tell my buddy be quiet. I love his dogs, y'all.
Milo, chill out.
Okay. So I think we already know what inspires your music. You're a pretty positive person. You're a pretty spiritual person. Um, if I had to name any one of, or I would say any two of my friends that I thought were like calm and spiritual, and like they bring calmness over me. That's why I didn't tell Shabako about my little problem yesterday, because he would have calmed me down. I didn't want to be calm. But um Shabako and Mel are two of my friends. When I say that, like, just sometimes their voice is like calming for me. It makes me take a deep breath and be like, okay, I gotta calm down because this shit is crazy. But those are the two friends I would say, just I don't know, they're just their temperament is just always calm. I've never seen them not calm. But if you mess with me, Shabako is gonna get you. So
That's for sure.
don't let the smooth taste fool you. Say, just playing. No, seriously, Shabako is family, so I'm just gonna leave that there. But so okay, when you perform, do you have some type of I was just telling, and I asked this question because I've been looking at artists. I literally been into music all my life, and I tell people all the time that I think I was just born into music. My mother was a singer. My father still at age 76 plays the trumpet. My brother, who I was just saying, him and Shabako have the same temperament. My brother is a percussionist. He still plays a little bit. I think people in my live one day saw him and heard him playing percussions. He plays the congas. Um, my oldest stepbrother played the congas. Like, I just have a long line of people that were into music. So um, do you have like a my ritual? I'm not an artist, but even before I do this show, I tell people I'm still nervous. It doesn't seem like I'm a nervous when I do this show, but I am. And you can, if you know me, you know that I really don't stutter when I talk. I just talk. But on this show, sometimes I stutter. But I have a ritual that I do before I come live on this show every time, and I have to do it, or I probably would be nervous and sitting here shaking my leg, which guys probably couldn't see, but I would be doing that because I still be nervous. I don't know. I'm not shy, but do you have a ritual that you have to do? I'm gonna give you an example. Do you guys know the Brat, the artist, the Brat? She's a rapper. She's
Yeah,
not. She's
yeah.
not out. And she doesn't do much anymore. She hosts a lot of the award shows and stuff now. But she actually did an interview with somebody, and they asked this question, which is why I ask it on my show. But they asked her, does she have a ritual that she has to do before she goes on stage to like help with nervousness? And she said she passes gas, she farts. That's what she has to do to go on stage. I'm just saying. So do you have a ritual like that? Did you not? I'm sure it's not. If it is, be honest. So, but no, seriously, do you have a ritual that you have to do before you like go on stage and perform?
Yeah, but I do that like probably at home. I remind myself. Well, first I pray, and then I remind myself that this is what I actually love, and there's no need to be nervous or to try to shy away from what I have to do, because this is what I think I know I was born to do, and this is what I love. So I have to put my best out there. I will just remind myself of that before I go there, and before I touch the stage, I take like 5 deep breaths, inhale and exhale, and I go to work.
Shabako, you are as cool as the other side of the pillow. I swear. You are cool. I swear. He said, I just remind myself this is what I want to do. He's all cool with it and everything. I would have been like, I got to pray. Got to walk in circles for a couple of minutes. Y'all think I'm playing. I'm serious. I am not even with TikTok live before I went live, I had to do practice mode for a little while. And then I was like, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. There's nobody going to be on TikTok. I'm about to go on live now. I went on live and like 12 people were on there right away. I'm like, oh my God. Like, what am I going to do? But that actually helped me be able to do this a little bit better, because before I was literally like, I couldn't, when I say I shake my leg when I'm nervous, I shake one leg. I just bounce it, bounce it, bounce it, bounce it, bounce it. And it is terrible. I don't do that anymore, but I still have to do my little rituals like walking in circles and shit like that. But yeah, don't tell nobody else that. So how do you do you ever get like, you write a lot, and I know that because you have 1 million songs in distribution, 1.5 million. Do you ever get writer's block?
Yeah, if I try to pressure myself too much.
Okay.
Try
And
to
so
I try hard. So whenever I'm up on a writer's block moment, I stop. I put these days I actually write my songs in my phone. So um when I start to have a writer's block, I put the rhythm away, I put the lyrics away, and I just find somewhere other than my home to be at. I find somewhere out there, probably I take a taxi and go down to the seaside by Yellowstone. Milo, hello man. I take a taxi and go to the seaside by Yellas Bay, and I just take in the ocean air, get something to smoke, buy myself a few Heinekens and unwind. And sometimes I don't look back at that project for another 3 days to a week. At that point, I think my spirit is actually cleared up and my head is actually free, and it works. It works.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to do an intermission and play. I'm going to play Faith first, but I do want to play a couple of your songs. I see this is the problem. I'm gonna play Faith, and then I'm going to let you pick the next song, because you know what I'll pick. I'll do it. I'm going to play Faith first, and then I'm going to literally let you pick, because you already know I'm not good at picking a song for anything. Not any of yours. I can't.
Okay.
I am not good. I will play all of them and we'll be here all night. I don't want to do that to anyone. So I'm going to play his Faith video and let you guys get out of it what I got out of it, because that's what's going to happen. I have to share the screen first. So let me share my screen and press play. Here we go. Okay, Kim.
Yeah. I can't sleep. Yeah. Can't eat, can't sleep. A lot on my mind and the pressure will leap. Asking with tears, oh Lord, by me. Me I suffer too long now, me I cry cree. Enough time is over now, the devil has a suicide. But them my mates back for me too juvenile. I'm still grateful, yeah, me thank you for lifetimes. I'm a fall now, we can't count how much time that me have people. I fuck my feelings, keep on the heel when you see me on a dealing. Suffer them a poison, telling you a real thing. Tell you one thing when them have another meaning. Mash up on half, they tell you how my feelings. Still I push through, cause me have so many reasons. I hold on firm to a straw or a tree limb. Cause me a fight for everything I believe in. Yes, I know that my faith can move mountains, Keep my heart pure like the streams and the fountains. Dreams and my visions, I keep them surrounded by faith, cause I know that one day they'll move mountains. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh please. Yeah, me still a beg, yeah, me day up on my knees. I want me three wickets and seal off my crease. Can't trick me for pizza, nah, a three piece. In the frightened for vanity, I for the least. Me keep on moving, my soul can't sleep. I fi set it for me use for me 6 foot deep. When I go to school, one soon start creep. I'm a wallet in my G's. In times like these, enough boys sell out to rice and peas. Burger say I choose, same time penny sneeze. Dizzy beat shout out, everything seal. Soul full of scars, I know them can't heal. Now do what some boy do, just forget a meal. Never switch on the team to the cops, never scream left time on karma for me enemies. Yes, I know that my faith can move mountains. Keep my heart pure like the streams and the fountains. Dreams and my visions, I keep them surrounded by faith, cause I know that one day they'll move mountains. Yeah, cause I know that my faith can move mountains. Keep my heart pure like the streams and the fountains. Dreams and my visions, I keep them surrounded by faith, cause I know that one day they'll move mountains. Oh, yeah, yeah. Can't eat, can't sleep. A lot on my mind and the pressure will leave. Asking with tears, oh Lord, by me. Me I suffer too long now, me I cry creep. Enough time is over now, the devil has a suicide. But them my mates back for me too juvenile. I'm still grateful, yeah, me thank you for lifetimes. I'm a fall now, we can't count how much time that me have people. I fuck with my feelings, keep on the heel when you see me on a dealing. Suffer them a poison, telling you a real thing. Tell you one thing when them have another meaning. Mash up on half dead, tell you how my feelings. Still I push through, cause me have so many reasons. I hold on firm to a straw or a tree limb. Cause me a fight for everything I believe in. Yes, I know that my faith can move mountains. Keep my heart pure like the streams and the fountains. Dreams and my visions, I keep them surrounded by faith, cause I know that one day they'll move mountains. Yeah.
Do you believe that faith can move mountains? I do. I believe faith can move mountains, and I think it's going to real soon. Because, thieves don't break into empty vaults. So that was faith. And where did you get the inspiration to write that song, Shabako? I can't hear you for some. Oh, your microphone's muted. There, there we
I
go.
because a vehicle was passing by with a town cry. They were advertising something. But faith actually came by. Faith actually came by when I was at work one day. I was working at a wholesale, here in St. Thomas, and it's a regular thing for me to normally be at work and be listening to rhythms and all of that. Sometimes I listen to music, but you have other times that I'm actually just listen to my rhythms and I package out whatever I got there to package out. So one day I was there, I came across the rhythm in my phone because what the producers used to do, they actually just, when they made the beats, some of the time they just randomly just send five or so amount of beats over to my phone. So I would have them there. I when I actually found something on them, we would link up at the studio and go on from there. But that particular day, I was just in a different type of mood. It's a regular mood for me, but it was that time at just a different type of mood at that time. But um, I was there, just packaging out some stuff, and I was having like these flashbacks when I was living in Westmoreland, and my grandmother was actually um, my mother. My grandmother actually played my mother role for like 16 years, probably 15 to 16 years.
Mm.
I remember living in the country where we went through a lot of, hard times. And I remember one day, that's why, I've been like this from ever since. So, it's just who I am. One day I was just at home sitting down, just there by myself as I normally am. And she came over to me and like, whatever you worry about, and your time to worry about that it. Go and enjoy your life and just know, say, faith are going to move mountains. Whatever you think about, whatever you worry about, just have faith. Faith will move mountains. She always tell me that. So I was there listening to the beat and, you know, I was just remembering those words from my grandma and I just added it to the beat, and I was like, yo, I wonder if I something this my grandmother can come give me. I wonder if me being here thinking about her is actually, she giving me an inspiration, and I just stopped what I and focused on that one line that I got. And from school days, um, English literature has always been my favorite subject, and because I was actually in here in Jamaica, you have something called a spelling bee competition, and I was actually on the spelling bee competition. So you're supposed to know my level of competence because you have to be,
Mm-hmm.
performing good in school for you to be considered to be on that type of thing. So I was there, words are very easy for me to put together. So it was not just putting words together though, but actually remembering stuff that I went through, stuff that I'm going through, stuff that I wish to be changing. So I just put all of my life experiences, not all of, but pieces of different experiences that that I had in life, together. And quick time I finished the chorus and the first verse. And when I sent it over to my friend, he was like, "Yo, if you ever know what happened to me a while ago, you would like." He was like, "Cold bump at my skin." He sent me a video, of his hands filled with cold bumps, goosebumps. He was like, "Brother, I don't know where you find this, but wherever you go find the song, yeah, finish it." And I actually did that and actually got the song finished. And I posted just a video because at that time, that was the type of thing going around. You just did a short clip to whatever song that you have that you think has the potential, to be out there for people to hear. And I actually did a little video of the chorus verse, and I put it on my WhatsApp status. And from there, that's when Wanda, that's the guy who is responsible for the whole kind of that thing and double scoops. He saw it and he was like, "You got that song recorded yet?" And I was like, "No." And he was like, "Well, get that song recorded and get it to me, get the files to me, and I will do the rest." And God just worked it out that I just recorded the song, handed over the files to him, and he got it mixed and mastered, and he got the video done. And when the song was finished and ready and published, ah, many people came on board. Many people came on board to help. People just saw the potential of the song. They saw the message in the song. They heard the message in the song, and they saw the impact that the song really have on people that actually, get got a chance to listen to it. So they worked from there, and it is what it is today. Even though I know that it hasn't got the recognition that it's supposed to get yet, but time I think time does everything, and once it's out there, it will always be there. So I think it's just for me now to do or continue to do the work, so somewhere down the line things can be where they're actually supposed to be. Yeah, I think I need to see them at.
Well, I know everybody that I've let hear the song actually it did something to them. I know it did something to Mel, it did something to me. Everybody that I let hear that song, it does the same thing. And the video has very, very, very close to 500,000 views. So I would say that that song is Shabako is the faith boss.
Yeah,
Shabako is the faith boss. I ain't gonna lie to you. He is that.
That
So
song, that song actually propelled me to a lot of people because remember I told you that actually um I copy some things from the elders, so they're my sense of motivation, and that song got me to meet quite a few number of people. I got to meet Sanchez, which he's part of what Shabaka is today, or who Shabaka is today, and I got to meet Bounty Killer, and I got to meet a whole barrage of different type of people, and so I know that that song, it can do more, but as I said, it's just time, because the exposure that that song got for me already, you know, um, I don't think there's like more than 10 shows here in Jamaica, like what you call them, like probably podcast or interviews that I haven't done. So, that song did wonders for me, and I'm just thankful for everyone who came on board to support from back then until today.
yeah, that song is powerful, and I think you're right. I think maybe we need to work on a separate campaign for faith and keep pushing it, because that song actually helps people, Shabako. And I know, it may be a song to you that's like, okay, I'm trying to move on and do this or whatever, but that song helps people. And when I say it helps people, like I could clearly just be still curled up in a fetal position in my bed today, but that
Yeah,
song got me out the bed. Like literally, that song is a song that I have to listen to on a regular basis. Like I said, is in my playlist, and it plays often, and it's on the radio, on Lux Radio. If you guys are looking and listening, you can go to luxradio.com now and listen to the actual player, listen to music that plays 24 hours a day. You're going to hear that song, and you're going to hear one of my favorite songs. We're not gonna bring that song up because I think I'm getting on Shabako nerves with that song. I love it though. So with that being said, I do have some other questions that I want to ask you, but I also want to let them hear another song. So I'm gonna let you pick because I can't.
well, you can play Cold World.
Shabako just try to be nice. You don't have to pick that song because that's what I want to hear. I'm serious. You can pick another song.
You can play Cold World, man, and that's actually one of my favorites too. I actually
All right.
did that video in my community, just a few blocks up from my house. So it's one
Just
of my
just gonna come up. What I tell you. Cold World, Shabako. I don't know. It's just something. I don't know. Shabako just I don't know. He understood the assignment when it came to music, I guess. Hold on. Let me pause that so I can share my screen again. All right.
Yeah, yo, treasure. Some people only real for the legend. Yeah, I shall go again now. Yeah, yeah. You said the moment and I have it, them I treat you like dirt. Help them for the better and them I wish you for the worst. We need more in a space to hold myself on the earth. Too much times I'm hurt me and me still not learn. So the moment and I have it, them I treat you like dirt. Help them for the better and them I wish you for the worst. We need more in a space to hold myself on the earth. Too much times I'm hurt me and me still not learn. I get to find out so them rate me. Them vibration feeling kinda shaky. The amount of time I try with people and them feel me. Feel like me want to take off in a one spaceship. And quick to tell you how them be when them a fakeness. And when them only come around to share the greatness. My time now, the food I share them off to take it. Now I'm play around it off for safety for my safety. Them a find out to the moment and I have it, them a treat you like dirt. Yeah, them for the better and them I wish you for the worst. You need more one space to hold myself on the earth. Too much times I'm hurt me and me still not learn. So the moment and I have it, them a treat you like dirt. Yeah, them for the better and them I wish you for the worst. You need more one space to hold myself on the earth. Too much times I'm hurt me and me still not learn. Alright, whole world, whole-hearted people. No one see the button start in the vehicle. Take on the road and the crosses meet you. Virgo said dog, one way to spell evil. Knife wounds from the people me real to. Can't tell her when me do them cause them have a reason. Makes life set life, that's what me do. Me youths not for sponge from people. For the moment and I have it, them me treat it like dirt. Yeah, them for the better and I wish you for the worst. Me need more and a space to hold myself when I hurt. So much times I'm hurt me, I'm still not learn. For the moment and I have it, them me treat it like dirt. Yeah, them for the better and them I wish you for the worst. Me need more and a space to hold myself when I hurt. So much times I'm hurt me, I'm still not learn. Like that. Them I wish you for the worst. Them I still not learn. Them I treat you like that. I wish you for the worst. To hold myself when I hurt me, I'm still not learn. I'm still not learn.
Listen, y'all. That song is my favorite, and you probably hear that 4 or 5 times, um, 4 or 5 times a day. Messing with me, seriously, because I love that song. I don't get tired of that song. I don't get tired of any of your songs, Shabako. So I don't know. I'm his biggest fan, but I be having to fight one person that claims that he's his biggest fan, but I'm not gonna mention no names. So I'll let him have that because he actually introduced me to Shabako. So yes, it is a big tune, Trina. I really appreciate Jaguar Max's Trina. Um, so Shabako has a plethora of songs. She said I'm number two. If we gonna have to fight over that spot because I told you Vengeance said that he was the number one. He did introduce me to Shabako, so I'll be letting him for right now. But he Shabako know I'm his biggest fan though. For real though. For real. For real. So Shabako, what do you think is your overall message or theme that you want listeners to take away from your music overall? What is he? Oh shit. You muted there you go.
think I think what I would like are just for people to just try to be them and not who others want them to be, and that I continue to do the type of music that I do because as I said before, everyone is trying to fit in with the crowd, and I've tried to fit in with the crowd already, but it's not working out. So you know, just do you and let people accept you for you. You know, at first, many people are not gonna really accept you at first, but when they see that you're firm on what you believe and what you stand for, eventually they're gonna have to accept it.
Okay. All right. So tell me what you think. And I ask everyone this question because there's a challenging aspect to almost every job in the music industry. And I could literally tell you some of mine or one of mine. But what do you think is the most challenging part of being an artist?
Well, on an upcoming artist perspective, I think it will come in now where others who know your potential and see your potential, they're not willing to give you a shot until they see that you're actually, reached a level that they think they can, obtain some form of clout from. And I think that's one of the biggest things right now. You have people out there that they know what you're doing, they see what you're doing, and they know that, this person actually, should be out there helping to bring the culture forward, you know. But they're just about the cloud. So once you're not already out there in mainstream, you're gonna have a hard time with the mainstream players, because mainstream are actually looking at mainstream as far as what I can see. So a mainstream producer is gonna try and go for a mainstream artist, even if that producer isn't mainstream. At time they tend to be looking for mainstream talent to do what they have to do. When at the end of the day, you have us here who can do just the same as the mainstream artists are doing, or so, and sometimes even better. So what I'm asking all the mainstream players to do is not to be so hung up, but give the youth a chance. Because many of us out here are more than, you know, are more than willing.
Okay. I agree with that. And as I explained earlier, the reason that I even have a radio station is not because I wanted to be in radio or own a radio station. I never wanted this. I never wanted to be a radio personality. I still don't. But I do it because I feel that exact same way, Shabako. I feel like there are a lot of artists out here that people don't know. I didn't know you for a while. You know what I mean? But I think that you clearly should be a superstar already because your music speaks for itself. But it's the it's the getting it out there, and the way that the music industry is set up today is the weird part, because it used to be, the music industry has never been easy, but it used to be where you could pretty much sell CDs out the trunk of your car or things like that. Now it's like, how many followers you have? No, that's okay. You don't have enough followers. Like, does that really matter? Like, at one time, I was confused about why we even had to be talking to the same people on 4 different platforms. Like, does that make sense to anybody? I'm just asking. Anyway, and that's me, but I'm also old, so I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm serious. I don't understand that. If you think about it, except for TikTok, yeah, 12,000 people is kind of pushing it for my followers. I don't know all those people. And I don't really know all the people on Facebook and Instagram either. But the fact of the matter is, most of them I do know. And they're all the same people on each platform. So I don't understand that. And it's really, the music industry has gotten to that. Timberland is a big producer, and he's a celebrity producer, and he took it upon himself, and I think he's one of those people that tries to look out for the artists that need that recognition, which honestly I think he would choose you. We're going to talk about that later, but anyway, he had this thing that he was doing. I don't know if he still does it on TikTok, but I know he's been doing it on Instagram lately. I started seeing him doing it on TikTok, but he does this thing where he goes live and he allows people to either just try the raffle for sending a song and him listening to it, or you can pay, I think, something cheap like $5, $10 or something like that, and you can send him 3 songs or whatever, and he guarantees that he'll play them, and he critiques the songs, and then he first he looks at how many followers you have, and then he'd be like, you need to get your followers up. But he might listen to the song anyway, be like, okay, you need to get his followers up. But he's really good. So I think there are a lot of people out here that try to help artists in ways that a lot of people don't. I'm one of those people. I don't, like I said, don't want to have this. I have this because I create my own lanes for the artists that I represent. I create my own shows. I have a radio station. I never wanted that. I have a radio show that I never wanted, but I do this for the artists, and especially mine. so I create lanes, and I think there are just not enough people in this industry to do that. So I don't know. I definitely think that Shabako is one of those artists that um I don't know if I should say that, because that might give me some views though. Is I have some personal feelings about certain artists that are big, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, it's such and such." I'm not gonna say his name, but I think everybody knows who I'm talking about. I'm not that big of a fan. I like him as a person, but I'm not that big of a fan of. I can't say it because they're gonna hate me forever if I say his name. I'm serious. I love him as a person, but his music, not so much. It's certain songs I like of his, but it's certain songs that I don't. So it's a lot of mainstream artists like that. For instance, let me just pick an artist here. Who did Trina? Who you went to see yesterday? Lil Boosie. Boosie. I'm not a fan. I'm serious. I'm not a fan at all. I'm not even gonna lie to you. In different strokes for different folks. Music is opinion completely, but I'm just not a fan of certain people. And some people like, you don't like him. Like, no, I really don't. I don't. Like, it's just, but it's opinion. You can't hate somebody because they don't like what you like. And I don't hate people because they don't like what I like. It's music is opinion. There's no right way to do it, and there's no wrong way to do it. So I don't know. I'm an advocate of that. I tell people that all the time. We have a genre. DC has its own genre called go-go. It's live band and it's percussion based. And the reason that so Chief and Go is completely based and focused on the go-go industry. He definitely, points out the pioneers. Go-go has been around for a very before I was born. So it's been out for a long, 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 long time. And I don't think the world knows that. And the reason is because DC has this it's not like that now. I guess Trump did do something good for us, but we had a reputation of being crabs in a barrel, because the next person might pretend that they're your friend, but they're in the boat with they say that everybody in your boat is not rowing, is somebody drilling a hole. And that's true. That's the go-go industry. And I hate to say that. Y'all know I love y'all go-go every day. But I clearly see the problem with go-go. It hasn't gone global because of that crabs in the barrel mentality. You can't talk about your neighbor. We need we. I don't know if people Gabby Mo said is where I got that saying from. We need we, and he's right. We can't get ahead if we all gonna beat each other down. Like how?
True.
So again, music is opinion. I don't like the new genre. The go-go has genres evolved, just like reggae is now dancehall. You feel what I'm saying? And go-go has evolved too, to it being more drums and congas, to now it being drums and rototons or whatever they're called. I don't like them. I'm a conga person. But again, that's my opinion. I'm a opinionated person, and nobody can be mad at me for my opinion, but it's just the way it is. And I don't think that I don't think that the music industry is running. I would not do it this way. I would not run if I was the one in charge of the music industry, I would not base it upon your numbers. It's a lot of artists out here that will kill. I mean, not like murder or anything. I mean, like if you put Shabako on the stage with a mainstream artist, Shabako's going to take over the show. I'm serious, and I mean that. I mean, like somebody even like in the same realm of like he does positivity, and Shabako does a lot. I'm going to close out my show with a song, and y'all not going to believe that it's Shabako. I promise you, you're not. Shabako is just very versatile, and while I'm saying that he could actually he could run with the big dogs, like for real, and probably, like I said, if it was a competition, he'd win. Like seriously, I'm just being honest. But that is just the way the music industry is. So I try to create lanes because, like you said, it's a cliquish industry. But I definitely have one or two more questions for you, and then I'm gonna let you go. What's next for Shabako?
Well, well, you know, but others don't know as yet. So I have an EP working on, and I'm trying my best to have it ready for the folks by December. I'm not sure what date in December yet, but I'm have it done and ready. If anything, I can give a nice Christmas gift.
Okay, that's a good Christmas gift, I think.
I'm 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 actually in the process of getting a single out sometime soon. I have a old school type of dancehall song that I call it the 90s God. So I'm just gonna release that, just to keep the fans' ears warm, so to speak, until I hear something again that I can say to myself like, all right, this is worthy to go out there for the people to hear. So in the midst of working on the EP, I'm gonna try my best to have some singles out there to keep the fans occupied until the EP is ready.
Okay. All right. So we can't wait for that. And when that project comes out, when he releases a single, you'll know about it too, because y'all know um I be tearing social media up. I might not be your regular social media but I be tearing social media up with stuff. So you're gonna hear about that. But when his EP comes out, you will see Shabako back here again, and we're gonna talk about his EP. He has not allowed me to pick any of the songs on the EP because I can't pick just five or six or something. I can't. I just cannot. I'm be going through the songs like that one, yeah, that one, and that one, and wait a minute, that one. That we tried this before. Let me
And
just
by the end of the day, we have an album.
yes, a double album that has like 32 songs on it. I'm serious. I can't just pick the songs. I have never. I can't pick things anyway. But when it comes to Shabako, so I literally have tried this. We were talking about this EP a while ago, and I was like, Shabako, I am having the hardest time trying to figure out. Well, maybe it could just be 9 songs, right? Like that's not an EP. That is literally an album. So I'm not picking any of the songs, so you guys know. So it's gonna be a surprise to me. It's not gonna be a surprise to me, but it's definitely gonna be 5 songs that I didn't know was gonna be on there until the last minute. So exactly, exactly. They're all great. They are definitely all great. So we're looking forward to that. And before I play this song, the song is called Sunday Morning, and Jim was on here. I think she was actually on here because she wanted to see you actually. So she was on Instagram. Like I said, I have to keep switching the tabs to see. I have to switch off here to see people watch on Instagram. I don't know. Instagram is the shit. I need to build up my followers over there or something because I only have like 2,500 followers over there, but they be watching like shit on Instagram. I don't know what it is. They like Instagram, but this song is called Sunday Morning. But before we get into this, can you tell everyone where to find you on social media?
Well, I try my best to put my social media handles in one. So across all platforms, it's if it's not Shabako underscore music, it's just plain Shabako music. So Shabako music in the correct spelling, Music. You can find me on all of the platforms, social medias, and streaming and downloading platforms as well.
All right. So I have one last question that I'm going to ask you after we play Sunday Morning, and I think I understand the answer to this question. I know the answer, but I want you to tell everybody else. So when we finish the song, when we finish the song, Mel is amazing. When we finish the song, I'm gonna ask you the question, and then we'll let you go. I know you're a busy guy. You got your fans riding by, blowing a horn, and riding a motorcycle by and being loud. Tell everybody I said hi. I'll be back. I'm building my little house in the corner in the back by the shop. Just let them know. But so I'm gonna play this song Sunday Morning just so I can show you guys um how versatile Shabako is.
Yeah, that's the spelling. Both of them. You can find me with both of those handles.
All right, let me share the screen.
Shabako again now. I beg your profit. I beg your profit easy. Like Sunday morning now. I beg your profit easy. Like Sunday morning now. Say from me thank God fi bless me fi sit this morning. Me light up a whiff then me take it all in a profit easy. Like Sunday morning now. I feel a natural mystic a pass through my dread. When me take a puff and draw the cheese now my head. Say me a bun it from east till me reach now cause it do me know watch people things it make my eyes them red. Now began to them day up on the corner. Just a smoke some good marijuana. Just as cheap all the peace the police pan the scene who a peep to the creasing farmer. When I beg not a trouble no drama. Just a beg the youth them all the harder. Make all of the scene make everything nice till the roads come run like karma. Cause me bun up 3 ounce and circle back again. One drop, me say you eat this, my friend. Make sure you eat some food before you eat this, my friend. Because the grades in a class, it get 10 out of 10. So when the chalice or wisdom me rolling, it up in a corner, good vibes me howling, and a puff it easy. Like Sunday morning now. I beg your puff it easy. Like Sunday morning now. Say from me tongue that we bless me fi see this morning. Me light up a whiff then me take it all in a puff it easy. Like Sunday morning now. I beg your puff it easy. Like Sunday morning now. I beg your puff it easy. Like Sunday morning now. Nothing is, yeah, we a profit. Early Sunday rising, you know we a profit. Inna the whistler, when me crush it and I stuff it. When me done outside, inna the ammo, when me go sit. Alright then, good herbs inna the place. Now if you say a word, you see the joy upon my face. Sweet aroma from the weed me embrace. From the little island, Jamaica, the birthplace. Easy. Now go lie, Mary Jane and me best friend. When me take a drag, got me feeling like I'm 10. So liberating, yeah man, with the herb judge I send. Feel the whole nation again. Yeah, we a profit. Early Sunday rising, you know we a profit. Inna the whistler, when me crush it and I stuff it. When me done outside, inna the ammo, when me go sit. Alright then, good herbs inna the place. Now if you say a word, you see the joy upon my face. Sweet aroma from the weed me embrace. From the little island, Jamaica, the birthplace. Easy.
All right. Let me make sure I unmute you. Why is it not working? Do you have to unmute it? There we go. Okay. So that was Shabako. Just so y'all know. He did have what is somebody you collaborated with on this?
Yeah, that's Jeff Frozen. Jafrozen. Jeff Frozen.
Okay. So yeah, we acknowledge him. We acknowledge this collaborator. But Shabako is very, 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 very versatile. So Shabako, what are your plans as an artist? You told me something, and I think you should tell the world too.
Well, actually, I actually have a lot of plans, but sometimes it's just the one that is actually there at the forefront at the moment. But I have a lot of things that I would like to do as an artist. But where music is concerned, you know, I would just like to bring up, a new generation, doing the type of work that I'm doing, or even better Milo secular, when they get at what they have to do. But I have other dreams apart from music, so I'm gonna actually venture over in a lot of different stuff. Um, I think I'm gonna be investing in restaurants, in cars, and you know, what's this called? Real estates. I like those are my three favorite things apart from music. I want music to work for me so I can make those other things work. So there's as I said, there's actually a lot, and I think I need professional studios in my community because there's actually a lot of talent here as well. And sometimes I see them, I see what they're doing, and all they need is just the help that I need. And once I can provide that, I think that will be a major plus for the youths here. But apart from acquiring the greatest heights there can be acquired in music, and getting my name across the world, as Shabako, um, that said, I just like to pursue, other careers in my foods and all of that. So that's a few I have now that I can actually remember off the top of my head. But I actually have a lot of things that I want to do, because I actually see greatness in what I'm doing. I just believe that it's just taking its own time, and I'm willing to work, and take my time because I know I'm gonna be where I need to be in due time. So, you know,
Okay. So you guys need to look out for what's in store for Shabako. Shabako is you'll just see. You'll see. Just just know that he's gonna be I don't even know what the word is to say, but just just trust what I say and pay attention to Shabako. You guys are not following him. I know people watch the replays of this on YouTube all the time. So if you are not following Shabako, please do so and make sure you go download his music. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Everybody that I let hear Shabako's music is thoroughly impressed, and they end up downloading the music, all most of his music. So what's in store for him is exciting to me. I'm pretty sure it's exciting to him too. But we're looking forward to some new things to come with Shabako. So superstar is going to be a superstar for real. And then I already have his autograph. I'm just playing. So I'm serious though. So you guys make sure that you follow him now because I'm telling you, it's going to be soon that he's not going to be reachable. You're going to have to go through me. You have to go through me anyway now, but like literally it's going to be no access at all. So
yeah, this is the longest I've been on camera
I
in a
know
while.
we about to get off. We about to get off. You didn't see what I'm telling y'all about Shabako? He's like, I ain't got no more words. I don't know what else to say. I'm just kidding. But we're gonna get off. I know that's probably why you were late, but you've been I had to realize how long I've been managing you or around you. So I'm gonna let you go and get off here because I've been on here since 7 o'clock. So my time is 2 hours and 40 minutes later. So
Yeah.
bless up yourself, bad artist, my superstar, and we'll be back, you guys, in December to talk to Shabako again about his new project. Okay.
Yeah, and December is my birthday, is my birth month, so you know, hopefully I can surprise the world with something before Christmas. But however, I'll try to have it to you guys by December. So I don't want to make any promises that I won't be able to fulfill. Not willingly, but sometime life happens. So I try my best to make it available for everyone by December.
Birthday release. That sounds great. All right, bad artists. We're gonna wrap this up. I appreciate you for coming on. Like I said, it's been a long time, and I just felt like you needed to be in the hot seat for a minute. Sorry I made you talk so much. We love you.
You love Lux Radio, big up on yourself, J.A.B Entertainment, you know.
Absolutely.
Mel,
All right,
thank you.
Mel, is she in here, like in the back down here with us? She hears you. She probably just not typing anymore, but she did say bless up Shabako. So yeah, she said I'm here. She's like all over the place right now, but so thank you so much, and we will see you soon. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you coming out your introvert thing. You know what I'm saying? So all right, bless up yourself. Tell my sister I love her too, and my little best friend. Give him a hug for me, please.
All right.
All right, see you later.
Okay, later.
Bye. All right, guys. Just to wrap up my show. I know I've been on here for a long time, and I don't even really like to be on camera this long. I do this on TikTok sometimes because I have to, but I don't really like being on my show that long. So what I'm going to say is I need you guys to tune in every Monday through Friday. If I know people drive to work, you don't if you can't look at the show, just put it on the website and listen to the show, or put it on YouTube and listen to the show. Wherever you decide to do that. But tune into Mel B's morning kickstart Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Central Time, Jamaican time, and 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we have my show every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, of course, 6 Jamaican Central Time. And Chief and Go has a show. Chief and Go is the show. The host is Chief. He, like I said, he focuses on the go-go industry, which is the DC genre. His show airs every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central and Jamaican and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So stay tuned for that. Shout out to our sponsors, RAS Herbals and Bellow Burn Hot Sauce. If you would like to get any herbs from RAS Herbals, please contact me and I will get what you need or point you in the right direction to get it. And the hot sauce, if you want some Bellow Burn hot sauce, the website to order that is www.bellowburn, BELLOBURN.com, bellowburn.com. And with that being said, I'm out. Thank you for tuning in.